where ancient trade routes meet modern architectural marvels, and the warm, golden sand makes way for the vast ocean. Welcome to Saudi Arabia. The largest Arab country in the Middle East. Bordered by the Red Sea on one side and the vast Arabian desert on the other. This land is a mosaic of ancient history, sweeping dunes, modern ambition, fast becoming a popular tourist destination. Hi, I'm Riddhi Dogra. As an actor, I love exploring new places, new people, new vibes, every opportunity I get. So here I am, exploring this surreal, magical, beautiful country, one postcard at a time. Jeddah is Saudi Arabia's commercial capital and a beloved port city. This is also the gateway to Mecca, the holiest place in Islam. Fun fact, one of the meanings of the word Jeddah is grandmother in Arabic. I've reached Jeddah after a 4.5-hour direct flight from Mumbai. First things first, I'm looking for my hotel in the historic district Al Balad. Al Balad, Jeddah's oldest neighborhood, was a walled city founded in the 7th century and historically served as the center of Jeddah. Al Balad literally translates to the town in Arabic. It covers an area of 2.5 square kilometers and has over 650 historic buildings, each telling their own story. The imposing tower houses are a perfect example of the vernacular architecture of Western Saudi Arabia, the region of Hijaz. These wooden windows, or roshan, don't just filter harsh sunlight and provide natural ventilation. They create private worlds. These alleys make me feel like I have come into some sort of an Arabian folktale. I think I'm a little lost, but honestly, this place is so magical, I don't mind it at all. These houses are more than just structures. They are tales carved in stone and wood. Built from coral limestone extracted from the coral reefs along the Red Sea coast. And teak wood that journeyed all the way from India. Every detail tells you something. All these houses carry so many stories of trade with different lands. Don't these doors remind you of Rajasthan? But somewhere between this maze, I have to find Bir Jogdar. Do you know where should I go? I'm lost. Finally. Bir Jogdar isn't just a boutique hotel. It's a quiet homage to Al Balad's traditional Hijazi architecture. From the carved wooden windows to the hand-laid tiles and exposed beams, every corner preserves the aesthetic of a time gone by. With just 9 rooms, it's intimate, soulful, and steeped in history. The kind of place that lets you live inside the story of old Jeddah without leaving behind comfort. Now that I've settled in, let me start exploring the best of Al Balad. First on my to-do list is the famous Baishan House. This isn't just a historic building. Baishan House is a rare window into Jeddah's mercantile past. In 1856, this house was home to one of Saudi Arabia's most prominent trading families, which now stands as a beautifully preserved museum, open to public and filled with rare photographs and manuscripts. Primarily tea traders, the Baishans started trading towards the end of the 19th century, sending boats to India to get back sugar, rice, and various other goods for the Arabian market.
So, there's a quaint little cafe inside the Baishan house, and I'm meeting one of the descendants of the family, Mrs. Maha Baishan. Let's go.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very good.
Nice to meet you.
It is so nice to meet you.
Thank you.
I feel really, really connected to anybody who keeps up with their family legacy.
Yes.
Because I personally hold that very close to my heart, my own family
Okay.
legacy. And I saw all the little things that belong to the family.
Yeah.
I think it's just so fascinating to me.
Thank you. Because you know, my family from some place long time, and there is also many families from India, from Pakistan, from Yemen, from Cairo.
Yeah.
It's came together, and we make one culture for this area.
Absolutely.
It's very nice.
I'm very interested to know about your, how your family's contributed
Yeah.
over generations.
Grandfather and mother, they start the trade. They bring tea from India and Ceylon.
Oh wow. We are probably some sort of a connect between India and
Yeah, it's very nice.
it's-
First things, I will give you some tea. You will like it. Okay.
I'm sorry, I just started talking because I'm so fascinated. I've just walked
No
into
problem.
it. I love nostalgia. I have a family house in Amritsar in India. We used to, and it was also like that. 4 stories, and it was all interconnected. All the
Yeah.
rooms were interconnected.
صبري ممكن 2 شاهي؟
Here you go. You will love this tea.
Yes. Because from you.
What are all these chairs doing on the ceiling?
This is my idea.
What is this idea? Even in the other room, I saw that there are these chairs.
Yeah, there is sure. This is the other room. It's very old.
Yes, I could see that.
Some people, when they come, they try to touch it. So I said to myself, it's better. Maybe they will not touch it up. So I make it up. Everything I make it up. Yes.
After meeting Mrs. Baishan, I almost wish I was one of the traders of that time.
And if you did,
I think I would have started a souk of my own. Since that's a distant dream for now, let me explore one of the biggest and oldest souks here. Souk Al Alawi. It's right inside Al Balad. Jeddah's souks, or traditional marketplaces, reflect the history of maritime trade in the 19th century. Goods such as mother of pearl, tortoise shells, and spices were routinely exported from the city. Today, you'll find traditional, intricate craftsmanship juxtaposed with the sleek gloss of modernity, both reflecting contemporary Saudi life.
कभी-कभी लैंग्वेज की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती।
This place is like a maze. Every time I'm turning a corner, it's like I'm turning a page of a fairy tale. What is this? I've been told not to leave Jeddah without picking up some oud. Hello.
अरे वाह।
Urdu, Hindi?
सब कुछ।
Okay, very good. कहाँ से आप?
बांग्लादेश।
अरे वाह, मैं इंडिया से हूँ।
okay.
हम neighbors हैं.
हाँ।
What's oud?
मैं देख रहा हूँ आपको ये।
The oud perfume comes from a natural resin extracted from the heart of the agarwood tree. Originally found in India and Bangladesh and exported to the Middle East and parts of Asia. It reached Saudi Arabia through the Silk Route and became integral to the Arabic culture. Today, Saudi consumes about 60% of all oud produced in the world. And it's used in traditional practices and, of course, as a fragrance. I think I found my oud. From the scent of oud to the sound of stories in every alley, Jeddah's soul lives in its souks. But to feel its heartbeat, you follow the breeze, past the chaos, all the way to the sea. Jeddah is the biggest city on the Red Sea, and the port, established in 646 AD, is the biggest gateway for Saudi Arabia's imports and exports. Just a 20-minute drive from Al Balad is the Jeddah Corniche. 30 glorious kilometers of waterfront promenade along the Red Sea, where families come to enjoy the breeze and the view. Just the place to be as the sun starts to go down. I figured it out, guys. Jeddah is not a city, it's a vibe. And Corniche, this is where you feel the vibe of the city. Like the depths of the ocean, Jeddah has surprised me with the layers it has on offer. Something tells me tomorrow will give me more treasures to take back and cherish forever. Jeddah is the second largest city in Saudi Arabia, filled with people of multiple nationalities. From Arab countries like Egypt, Syria, and Yemen, making it a melting pot of diverse traditions. Today I have a very special lunch invitation from Hadil, who runs Kanatir, a center that teaches Arabic and other elements of Saudi culture to visitors from all over. Who knows? I might just get to try my hand at some traditional cooking.
Hi, how are you?
It's so good to be here. Thank you for having me.
Welcome to Saudi Arabia.
Thank you.
Please
Thank
come
you.
in.
Your home is beautiful.
Thank you.
Two aspects of Saudi culture that greet you in every local home, a bowl of dates and the heady scent of bukhur, enveloping you in the warmth of hospitality.
We have many coffee farms in the south of Saudi Arabia. And always with the coffee, we have dates.
Oh, wow.
So
It's
here
a
we
coffee
have,
date. Okay, I already tried that.
yes, this is the ajwa.
Hadil tells me that there are more than 300 kinds of dates grown in Saudi Arabia. Now I'm here on a date with all of you. Thank you for the date. But where's the real food? I want to
go.
Will we cook something?
Yes, we're gonna cook something called mutabbak. It's very traditional here
Okay.
in this area of Saudi Arabia.
Do you enjoy cooking?
Yes, I enjoy cooking, but when I don't love cook very much, but when I cook delicious.
Oh wow, you sound just like me. The only difference is I don't cook at all.
We have a lot of shopping today.
I look forward to it. Let's go.
Okay, let's go. You like to break the eggs?
I will.
Yeah,
But before I start, I
that's
just
it.
want to say my mother's going to be very proud of me.
I'm sure she will.
That's a lot of oil. Oh. Happy to cook for you guys.
Thank you.
Mutabak means folded in Arabic.
باقي شوية وبعدين خلاص.
Everyone over here says khalas. What exactly does this mean? I want to know the feeling behind the word.
So sometimes خلاص is like we're done
Right?
or that's enough. خلاص.
Yeah, like that. Lunch with Hadil and her friends is more than just a meal. It's a taste of home. And now we're moving on to the cake. And as the flavors linger, I'm headed to a place that holds a very special meaning to every Arab. Bab Makkah, a historic monument, is in one of the oldest areas of the city. This is not just any ordinary structure. It was historically the main entrance leading to Mecca, the holiest city for Muslims. So I'm walking on the path that millions have taken before, with hope in their heart and prayers on their lips. Bab Makkah is a three-arched gateway and has been preserved with great care since the 1940s. When you look at this majestic structure, you can tell that it would have been impenetrable in its heyday. And a bustling market right next to this iconic monument. How can you not soak in the experience? A traditional souk or bazaar has always been more than a mere marketplace. It's a community space for people to meet, socialize, and connect. Since I'm still savoring the taste of Saudi hospitality, what better way to let it linger than to buy a suitcase full of dates? Now this is where I'm completely at home. Pakka Indian feels in this market. Crowds, colors, complete chaos. Can I pause? Rub Aladdin's lamp and get a genie to transport me to another world? There are many facets of Jeddah that reflect its vibrant art and culture scene. The Islamic Arts Biennale is one such experience. Spanning 110,000 square meters, filled with historic artifacts and cutting-edge contemporary work, this was one space that saw a variety of visitors from across the city. But I think Jeddah has something beautiful which not many have seen. And I'm going to show you just that. Welcome to a world where art doesn't hang on walls. It flows, moves, and surrounds you. I'm inside Team Lab Bordelaise Jeddah, the first permanent digital art museum of its kind in Saudi Arabia and also in the Middle East. There's no map here and no fixed path. The moment I stepped in, the world outside disappeared. And this one came alive. light moves like water. Images bloom and fade in seconds. Every room is a new story. Here, I'm chasing butterflies that burst into petals. There, a waterfall flows down digital rocks and pauses. Just for me. I walk and the art walks with me. I pause and it breathes. The border between artist and audience dissolves. In a place like this, you are no longer just observing. You are part of the experience. Clearly, this city allows for artistic expression with no bounds. And as I walk out, the colors, the sounds, the stories, they stay with me like echoes, just waiting to come alive again. Ancient alleyways, historic homes, the smell of the ocean and the taste of tradition. The city is a treat for all your senses. Jeddah, you've been a beautiful maze. It's been a little chaotic, but in all this chaos, I think I found a little bit of myself.